I go by Kamari Patt. Go by Kamari Patt. Kamari, I chose Kamari because of it represents strength. It represents someone who shines, and it represents a diverse, a multi-talented individual. So I go by Kamari Patt. Actually, my father was an entertainer. He was an entertainer way before I was born. So this is something that has always been in my blood. It's in the bloodline. I got plenty of family members, that's been doing entertainment for the majority of their life. So, and I've been doing music, whether it be dancing or rapping or acting or singing, since I was a little one, knee high. So it's just something that's always been in me, and something that I've tried to carry the torch, so to speak, from my family wise, and I've had my fun with doing it. It's a natural talent, man. So it's definitely something worth doing, worth putting effort and time into. So I've enjoyed it. I've had plenty of fun doing it. I enjoyed myself doing it, man. When it comes easy to you, it's not a big deal when you naturally have it. So it's something that I'm proud of.
She like how your boy ran up a check.
Somewhat. I can remember listening to rappers like Snoop, the old Snoop, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twista, Dr. Dre, Outkast. I remember my brother would bring home cassette tapes, and it would be your Outkast, your Crime Boss, all these different rappers. But something stuck out to me about rap. I figured it was a genre that an individual would be able to express themselves when it came to doing music. So listening to them and hearing those artists, man, it kind of did give me a jump start into what I wanted to do. So that's when I started getting creative with music, and that's when I started actually kind of writing out my music and writing out certain stories. Now, even if they weren't my stories, I might be able to pen a story that I've seen or that other individuals kind of was into, but I was able to kind of put it on paper and convey it. And then when it comes to putting it with the music, it was like a match made. So yeah, but growing up listening to artists like that, man, it kind of gave me that push, man. I knew it was something that I wanted to get into eventually.
Got a key for you. Put the key under the mat.
My breaking point probably came to me when I knew that I had enough talent to make it, as far as being recognized outside of the city, outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. I knew, once I got the attention of certain people, I was able to really do something with the music. And fortunately, while I was in high school, I was able to meet somebody who had connects outside of Ohio. And so when it got to the point where I know he was going to put his time and effort into developing me as an artist, I knew then and there that I had a chance to actually be somebody, become something. I was a real talent, for as like my style, my voice, my selection of music, production was different than what people were used to. So I knew I was a special type of talent, and it just needed to be worked with, critiqued. But you know, both. You know, both. You get criticized. It don't matter. You know, whatever it is that you do, that's gonna come with it. It comes with the territory. You get criticized. You get talked about. Within that, criticize. If that happens, you know, you use it. You turn negatives to positives, and you learn how to do that better and faster as you grow as an artist. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, it just comes with the territory, and you have to know that as an artist that you're always going to be talked about. You know, I look at it as if you're not talked about, then you're not doing enough. And so, if you generate attention, whether it's good or bad press, you know, it's at the end of the day, someone's thinking about you, someone's talking about you. Your name is in somebody's mouth, and so it can work for you if you take the time out to strategize with it and work with it and let it happen. You know, let it work its way out, because eventually you're gonna have fans and people that's gonna love you for the way you are and how you are. And so it just comes along with it, man. And so you just have to take it for what it is, take it with a grain of salt, and you know, make it work for yourself. Just make it work for you no matter what you do. Well, while I was in the industry, you know, you see so much as far as how to handle yourself as an artist, you know, how to deal with certain individuals, because, you know, coming from, say, your background was, you know, you're recording or you're shooting music videos. Your persona speaks a lot, and you have to know that you have to separate. It comes a time where you separate business from who you are as an artist, because if you're that artist in the studio or making videos and you have this persona per se, you know, and now you have to go up in a office in New York and not be that person, because you have to put on a businessman hat. Okay, so you can't be that person that was in the club, that was drinking, that was smoking, that was doing this and that. You can't. You have to turn off that switch and turn on a businessman switch, because if you don't, then that's when you're gonna run into trouble as far as labels, management, and people taking advantage of you. And that's where a lot of people get it misconstrued at, because it takes a whole nother person to take on that responsibility, because now you're dealing with numbers, you're dealing with budgets, you're dealing with how many points off of an album, off of a single, how many spins we need. Now, if you're just somewhere in the cut, smoking and drinking and letting somebody else handle that business for you, then that's when you're left with nothing and signed your name somewhere where you shouldn't have. And so that's just the difference maker. You know what I mean? If you can handle business how it's supposed to be handled, and then, you know, have those individuals that's looking out for you for your best interests at heart, you can have something going, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, if you don't have a team of people kind of operating for you, it's hard to do. When you look at your artists, such as like your Wiz Khalifa's, Trey Songz, Chris Brown, whoever it is, these individuals have a group of people. They have a team that's working with them, that's strategizing with them. I mean, they have a group of 20 to 30 people that's all helping the same cause, that's all going for the same goals. You know, you have 30 to 40 people pushing a single, you know, pushing radio spins, someone doing media for you, someone on your Twitter, Instagrams, whatever the case may be. But everybody is a team. It's a team effort, and that's why these artists are successful how they are.
To the time with other people, I write the songs by myself. Writing them by myself helps me like focus. But I record with a lot of other people. I always have people in the room when I record, and it makes like the environment go smoother.